The calendar still shows the same month. The diagnosis hasn't changed its mind. The job I prayed for gave the call to someone else, and the reasons are the kind I'll never find. I read the verse, I know it off by heart. I've sung the song 100 times before, but knowing it and living in the gap between is a different kind of faith than what I learned. I've done the things they say to do. I showed up, I believed, I tried, and the answer to my prayer is still just silence. And I'm learning what it means to wait inside. But maybe this is where it grows, not at the mountain, not the miracle. Maybe faith is what I find in the ordinary, in the in-between, in the quiet middle of it all. I'm in the quiet middle, somewhere between the prayer and the reply. I'm in the quiet middle, learning how to live without the why. You're not absent, you're not late. You're in the waiting, you're the waiting space. I'm in the quiet middle, and somehow this is holy ground. There's a woman in my church who's waited 40 years for something she won't name. She smiles like someone who has found a treasure that the waiting itself quietly became. I watched her and I didn't understand it. How do you hold your hands up in the drop? But something in her face looked like she traded the answer for a nearness that she'd found. And I'm beginning just to sense it, not a resolution, not a sign, just a presence in the pauses and the questions. Something steady underneath the time. And maybe this is where it stays. Not every prayer becomes a story. Maybe some of them become the very ground beneath my feet, the quiet middle of my glory. I'm in the quiet middle, somewhere between the prayer and the reply. I'm in the quiet middle, learning how to live without the why. You're not absent, you're not late. You're in the waiting, you're the waiting space. I'm in the quiet middle, and somehow this is holy ground. And somehow this is holy ground. All things work, I believe it, but the working's slow. And slow is not the same as stopped. That's the hardest thing I'll ever know. Abraham waited for the child, Joseph waited in the pit, Hannah waited year by year, and their waiting, it was lit from the inside, not the outside, not the answer coming down, but the presence of a God who stays when everything is background sound. So I'll wait, not because I understand, but because I know the one who holds my waiting in his hands. I'm in the quiet middle, but it doesn't feel as quiet anymore. I'm in the quiet middle, and I found what silence is for. You were never absent, never late. You were always the still waiting.